Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to the 19th February edition of the Beer, Blades, and Bushcraft live stream. I did say edition again, even though I meant episode. Okay. I guess that's just how it's going to be tonight. So I got some brewskis waiting on the hop here. Obviously, I'm going to wait until there's a bunch of us hanging around and popping the caps, shall we say. So from that, I'm not entirely sure what to talk about tonight. I feel that after a night of sharpened stance with Serge the other week, or last week, it's kind of hard to follow that up, you know what I'm saying? But hey, whatevs. So, who's on? Who's on? Let's make it live chat. LT, hey, how's it going? Hi, Simon. Just us few so far. Just getting my glass ready. Get my glass ready. Checking on the phone. Cool. I think I got all my stuff ready to go. Oops, Wood by Right has just started a live stream. I'm just closing that down because I'm kind of live streaming myself, so I can't really be over there now, can I? Can't do it. What is his live stream? It is Wood by Right, how to cut a through to mortise and tenon. Actually, I would probably find that bloody fascinating. But anyways. So, oops, I think we just lost LT. I do believe we've just lost LT. Unless I'm suddenly buffering or something. Just going to ask a question in the live chat. I've been on for 2 minutes, and I still have not opened the beer. But yeah. So, here's hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Sorry, my camera's looking a little gungy there. A little bit of gunge happening on the camera. But yeah. Aside from that, since that sharpening episode, I guess, I've been really on the search for like some new stones. Hold on, I'll show you why. Now, so here's the issue, right? You use a stone, truing stone to keep it nice and flat. Now, over the past few years, my 1000 side is disappearing. So this year I'm definitely getting new stones. My 4000 side ain't so bad because it's just a harder side. It doesn't dish as much. Because you're grinding this away while you're sharpening, but you're also grinding this away while you're flattening. And oops, sorry, I think I just bumped the mic. One way to mitigate that is flatten it every time you use it, because then you're just flattening a little bit. What I'd been doing was just not doing that. So it got so dished that you have to take down like a lot in order to reflatten it. So I'm going to be replacing that this year. I'm looking at, I think I'm going to do a probably a 3-stone set. One thing about this 1000, 4000 is I kind of want something lower, like a 500 or a 400. I'm not going to do double-sided because double-sided are a great way to get in on, to get into stone sharpening in an affordable way. But all it really does is, I mean, the reason that this is like a $98 stone is because you get 2 half stones, So I'm going to get like a 400 or 500, then maybe 1,000, and then like a 4,000 or 5,000 stone. So 2019 is going to be very expensive. Hey, Hike and Deep, how's it going? And Dr. Sharp, thinks I look like Popeye in my thumbnail. That's great. Hey, Mike. Scott, how's it going? So yeah. So I got 2 drinky poos for tonight. So who got beer? Who got beer, guys? LT sent me a picture of what he's got. That an Italian beer? Beer Moretti Authentica. Come on, camera. Beer Moretti Authentica. So yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna replace that stone this year. My buddy Robin. Hey, outdoor. Tea's a good drink. Drinking tea. I do have tea for later as well, of course. My buddy Robin gave me some sharpening films. Here's a 30 micron. Here, I believe, is a 9 micron. Then there's a 3 micron and a 1 micron. This Thursday, I'm going to take a drive up to Lee Valley and get a piece of float glass, stick them all down, see how well that works for plane blades and stuff like that. You know. Sorry. Simo, having a beer tonight would make him go to sleep very early. That's legit. So, I got a couple of things to show you guys. Got me the lug tread, which those of you who are from around here will definitely recognize. This is from Bose Brewery out in is it Van Cleek Hill, Ontario. And I have something by Le Naufrageur. This is Colborne Russe. It's a red beer. It's an organic red beer. Ingredients: barley, yeast, hops. Barley, yeast, and hops. That's a pretty good, and water, which they forgot to write there. That's a pretty good ingredients list. Bose Brewing, Van Cleek Hill. Store cold, drink fresh. Yeah, but what's the ingredients? Spring water, organic barley and wheat malts, organic hops, brewer's yeast. Whoa, these are both organic. Hey, Jackie, how's it going? Hiking Deep is allergic to beer and ale. Yikes. Oh, thanks, Jackie. You like that video, eh? So yeah. So let's try the Colborne first. Uh-oh. Hiking Deep, that's legit. Excuse me. Those of you who didn't watch my Sunday video on Monday, because I got it up really, really late, might not know what Jackie's talking about. But 1 second. I realized that in the last live stream, I gave Serge my beer opening knife. So I'm going to use this. What's this from? Drink Steam Whistle Pilsner. Not a paid endorsement. So yeah. Jackie, you been shooting stuff lately? I haven't seen much. Well, here's the thing. You may be putting stuff out every week, but YouTube doesn't tell me when anyone's doing anything. I keep telling people, hit that little bell, and man, I don't even think that little bell works anymore. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where's Serge? Well, I like the color. My goodness. That looks positively decadent. Well, let's check it out. Oh yeah. Mm. Oh, it's good. It's got just a little bitterness to it. Not too much. It's sort of at the back, kind of in a beery way, but not so much that it kind of like not too much. It's a real smooth, kind of mouth friendly. Mm, it's good. So yeah, Jackie liked the video. Camille does tend to steal does tend to steal the show, but I realized that she hadn't been in one of my videos in a long time. Oh, Jackie, what Simone is referring to is the fact that if I actually talk to you guys instead of just reading the comments, they think I'm rambling. But if I did nothing but read the comments, these live streams might get a little boring. So, um, yeah, Jackie, she no, Scott, it's not a dry stout. Oh, man, that was rough, eh? I can't believe I poured out 2 beer that week. I never pour out a beer. Even that milk IPA that I had in the video where Camille and I were camping, I didn't even pour that out. I kind of wish I had, but I didn't even pour that out. So let me tell you, if I'm pouring out 2, let's just say I will not be drinking many Polish beer if that's Hey Austin. So yeah, Jackie got out. Yeah, kids take too much time and attention. Yeah, I get that. Babes, yeah, the baby is she's great. You know, she actually sleeps at night, which is nice. Not all the time. She has her moments, but it's going well. We're settling in. You know, well, Jackie, you know how babies are, right? You're not unexperienced in this. Some babies are a lot of trouble. Some are not. Ours is pretty good actually, which is kind of nice because I'm really too old to have a baby at this point. Hey, Wood Pigeon, what's up, man? You're sick. Wood Pigeon, I watched your unboxing video. Some nice swag that you got from our buddy Hike here. Hiking Deep. Nice stuff. Um, just so you guys know, I'm branded tonight. But I realized that with this camera, you don't actually see anything. Like, you know, when I was using the phone, it's like this ultra wide angle, right? But this is a lot more sort of, yeah, everything. Excuse me. Oh, I almost. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Wood Pigeon. I think you're right about that. Yeah, exactly. What were we thinking? Fortunately, my baby's really cute. That helps. Babies are cute as like a self-defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's 4 in the morning and this thing's screaming, and you look down and instead of like being a troll, it's this cute little baby who happens to be in like severe distress. Like your heart suddenly goes out to them, even though you'd really like to just be angry. Um, Scott. Yeah. Anyway, so we're on the waiting list for daycares. Oh, Wood Pigeon, you're editing a hike video? And the first half of the axe restoration. Nice. Yeah, Jackie, I can't wait till. Well, you see, I don't know if Clemence is going to be into the bushcraft the way Camille is. You know, like the What, you don't want to see my PJs every time I walk off stream? I'll just have to do this. PJs. Um, Where was I? Yeah, so I don't know if Clem's gonna be into it, but I hope she is. Now, if she is, I'm gonna have to buy her an axe too, right? Because remember the Wetterlings Scandinavian forest axe video I did. You know, Camille knows one of those axes is hers. Wood Pigeon, you're gonna be up here from the 7th to the 9th? Nice. How does one order axe handles from ECL? Who the hell is ECL? East Coast Lumberjack? Did I get that right? East Coast Lumberjack? Okay, just let me reference something that Dr. Sharp just said, and then I'll get back to you. What warranty ran out, Dr. Sharp? What's going on? Mike Morton says I'll just have to give up my own saw. Oh no, my own Wetterlings? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Okay, Wood Pigeon, yeah. So yes, when I order from East Coast Lumberjack, what I do is I go to his Facebook page and I message him. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, let's face it, Simon will find it before I'll get to it because I'm the Facebook. The Facebook. One of my friends on Facebook says, "Dear 2019, so far you suck tamarind balls. Young, tough, and unsalted. Yikes. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I kind of don't want to know right now. East Coast Lumberjack. East Coast Lumberjack. Keswick, New Brunswick. Okay, so I'm about to put this page in the live chat, and I'm in contact with him through the Facebook chat. Boom. Now, what am I missing? When you or LT or Robin or Sal show up on the live stream where the class is up to join, yes, okay. Maybe I'll do a special live stream. Tamarind, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, friend. You wanted to know, has anyone ever bought Carhartt fabric by the yard? Someone just turned me on to this and it's actually quite affordable. I didn't know that Carhartt made fabric. I thought they just made clothes. Where are you getting that? Wood Pigeon, you're going to be sleeping in a yurt. Nice. You don't do Facebook. Should you email him? Let me see if he has an email address on there. Because, yeah, I guess he's got a website. I don't know. I've only ever seen him do business through the Book of Faces, but I will see. There's a phone number here if you want it. I'm looking for yes, there is an email address, which I'm trying to. I don't know why the Book of Faces has to be like this. I just don't get it, man. No, I didn't mean to launch that. I know how to freaking do this. I know how to do this. Hold on. I'll just grab it and pull. Boom. Right? No? Come on. Book of Faces, you stank. Hold on. Let me try that one more time. One more time. Boom. No, I do not want to leave the site. I just wanted to. Okay. I've got another idea. Okay, let me get back to. Should you email him? Yeah, so hold on. No website. I didn't know you could buy their cloth online. Our Cumberland at mcft.ca. Our Cumberland at mcft.ca. Our Cumberland at mcft.ca. I think I got this right. Boom. There's East Coast Lumberjack. I really like his handles. Well, I like what I've gotten so far. When the new shipment comes in, um, I'll probably unbox it on camera. It's one or two handles for me, and one for Simo. I'm looking for this Carhartt's fabric online. I'm finding a lot of duck canvas, but oh, of course, it's a couple of tough duck garments on here. Tough duck is, in some ways, like the 21st century Carhartts, except Canadian instead of American, if I remember correctly. But they sort of sit in the same area, the same market. I cannot find. There we go. There's the Jackie. I am drinking. Oh, I forgot to tell everything. It's a Colborne Red by the Naufrageur Brewing or Brasserie. Certified organic by EcoCert Canada, which I hadn't realized when I was buying it, but I have no problem. So it's from Carton-sur-Mer. It is 500 ml and bog standard Canadian beer, 5% alcohol. And it's very tasty. For after this one, depending on my mood, I have one from a little closer to your neck of the woods. Got a little lug tread going on, little bows, little Van Cleek Hill represent. Simo is drinking water again. It's not an octagon handle. I didn't order an octagon handle, but I did very recently discover that he does make octagonal handles. I didn't know he did that. But they're expensive as shift. The octagonal handles are expensive. But anyways, Octagon Walters. I think I should just get all the Walters in the universe. I don't really want all the Walters. I just want most of them. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. You can hardly see anything in this silly little camera. Walters. I do like this axe. Original handle. This axe makes me weak in the knees. See, a little bit of just left in some of the scroll marking there. I do like that axe. Hey, Serge's here. Finally. What's up with you, man? How come you late? What's up with that? Why you gotta be hating? Drinking beer. What do you got there, man? You got some beer? Oh, some beer? Yeah, Wood Pigeon, man. I want to see yours done too. Oh, I see. Okay, Serge. Okay. All right, Wood Pigeon. See you in a minute. Jackie's drinking Pinot Gris. So you're having the wine. The night that I poured out 2 beer, I ended up having scotch, which is not a bad trade. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Jackie. So here's the beer. Where are the blades in the bushcraft, you might say? Well, I was talking about the sharpening film that I got over there. You know, oh, awesome! You got a pack of Strongbow. Nice. When was the last time this one showed up on screen, eh? Okay, I gotta ask you guys: how many of you folk watch Dutch bushcraft knives? Jackie, you got an axe to okay. Perfect. I need the watch time hours. So yeah, when was the last time I had this one on screen? It looks practically on it's almost unused. I haven't used it as much. Here's the thing, I got this great knife, right? And this one pretty much makes all my Moras miscellaneous. Not what's the word I'm looking for? Extraneous, because this is a Mora with a full tang. It's a little heavier than most Moras because of that, but like now this is my second knife. The way I used to have that companion, which I give to Serge. By the way, Serge, I had a brain fart. I'm pretty sure that's a carbon blade I gave you. So just put a little bit of mineral oil on it, okay? Hold on. So Jack, you'll be watching all my stainless Garberg. Yeah, it's nice. Serge sometimes watches. Your brother watches DBK. Oh, LT. Really? You got the Chinese HX or outdoors. How's the little the ferro rod? Because that one comes with oh, Jack, you can't do scotch. Really? Friendship's over. Friendship's over. I went to a scotch tasting in Calgary last year that, well, it's not going to impress you because you don't like scotch. Jeez. Yeah, Simo, yeah, Mora has a version of that out now too. The blade's different though. Yeah, the more is a carbon. Yeah, so just put a little bit of mineral oil on it. If you don't have mineral oil, just go to Farmer Pre, pick it up in the laxative area. It's exactly the same as the stuff you use on blades. It's the cheapest freaking oil you're gonna find to put on your like axes or knives. And the reason I use mineral oil is because I never know when an axe or a knife is going to end up being used to make a kuksa or a spoon. So I don't like I'm not going to use gun oil or WD. Well, you're not going to use WD-40 anyway. But like, I'm not going to use ballistol. Okay, we can't get ballistol. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use machine oil or gun oil on a blade or an axe head that may be used to make a spoon. And as a bonus, $5 for a huge thing of mineral oil, you're fine. You can do your carbon blades from here until the cows come home. Outdoor, come on, man. It ain't gonna be the same without you. But yeah, all right. See you next time. It's just not going to be the same without outdoor around. By the way, drinking from a glass in honor of Mr. Mike Morton, who was very insistent several months ago that I should start drinking from a glass. And he's right. It makes it's a classier live stream. So much better coming from a pint glass. Oh, and I'm using my Saranac, the Spirit of the Adirondacks pint glass again. One day I will go to that brewery. one day, one beautiful day. But yeah, so aside from that, you know, things I've been doing lately, I've just been sanding some spoons and stuff like that, you know. I'm getting set up now that I've been sharpening my kitchen knives. I'm almost ready to give this one a go, because I've sort of gotten the, I just don't know how to hold it to, you know. But yeah, because it needs a bit of a sharpening. I've been using it a lot. It's still pretty sharp. It's, you know, it's really not a, it's a 440C. It stayed sharp longer than I was expecting. My LT Survival gift knife. How long is the ferro rod that came with that Chinese Light My Fire knockoff LT? Yeah, so I was about to say something brilliant, but I don't bloody remember what it was. More classy, man. You gotta be classy. You gotta keep it classy. Know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Um, the ferro rod is about 1.5 inches. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. That's not too bad. So that video, the steak in the woods, used up all my tinder. So I was thinking about just, hey, Craig's here. The theme for tonight, I have no idea. I didn't have time to work out a theme. I've just been talking about, you might actually find this interesting. What I was talking about originally was how my stone is disappearing. So I'm going to replace that this year with like probably a 3-stone set. 500, 1,000, then like maybe 4 or 6,000 or something. But my buddy Robin, who you guys all know, he just passed me some films, some micro finishing film. 30 micron, 9, 3, and 1 micron. So I'm going to get some float glass this week and put it down to try out. Obviously not for axes. I'm very happy with my sandpaper and sanding block for axes, but for things like my kitchen knives, my plane blades, my chisels, I like a stone. I've been sort of trying to find a solution to stick like some wet and dry or something like this on a tile. But at Lee Valley they've got this flat lapping glass, and it's like $17. So I'm gonna give that a try. But aside from that, I was talking to Wood Pigeon. I did Wood Pigeon and I did a little, not FaceTime when you do it through Facebook, but whatever it is, little video conference. He was showing me an axe head he got, and he's looking at restoring. So he just got a puck for the bit. Wood Pigeon is doing his restoration completely with hand tools, which is kind of nice. Serge. Hilarious. Really? That Mora copy came with 2 diamond plates. Interesting. Wood Pigeon, right? It was Instagram. Yeah. Interesting. 1,400 grit and 1,000. 400 is really nice if you've got nicks and stuff. For just basic sharpening, I sort of start at 1,000. That's kind of where you know. Oh, Austin, you got the sharp maker? Nice. Oh, okay, LT. It didn't come with 2 diamond plates. You ordered 2. How big are the diamond plates? Are they like full size, like 3 inches wide and all that, or? Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to trying this on my workshop. tools. Stones definitely for my kitchen knives. Now that I'm sort of practicing the freehand, I'm getting better at it. Maybe even stuff like this on the stones. I kind of like to go up to a 16,000 stone. Oh, the reason I asked you guys before who watches Dutch bushcraft knives, they get all their bevels to a mirror finish on stones. Now these guys throw the work in, right? For them, apparently, sharpening a knife is a half hour to 2 hours, depending on how much they've been beating up on it. But excuse me, I want to try and do like a total mirror finish just to see if I can. But you're not doing that with like a 4,000 grit. You're going higher than that. And I've got, my strop and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm looking at my stone options. I've sort of narrowed it down to probably one or two different options. Simo's going to change the head profile and edge shape of his half hatchet. Okay. It's got a really flat bit on it, doesn't it? Like a really straight bit. 6 by 3 inch. That's a good size. That's sort of. Sorry, I've got a splinter in my thumb here, guys. I've been trying to get rid of it all. I don't even know where. From this, maybe? I don't know. Oh, 3 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay, that's much smaller. Okay, they're little guys. I think I have that size. My little DMTs or Dia Sharp or whatever the hell they're called. Yeah, I'm with Craig. Yeah, a lot of this half hatchets are very like roofing axes almost. You're making shakes and shingles and stuff, and that's why it's got that. It's the same idea essentially. No, it's a related concept to the carpenter's hatchet. Or the carpenter's axe. I really want a carpenter's axe, by the way. um, Good old Jackie, eh? Sure thing, wood pigeon. It's funny. Robin has some full size diamond plates, but he bought real cheap ones, and one of the things you lose when you get very affordable diamond plates is you get grit that's essentially glued onto the backing plate instead of bonded on. Oh, I'm just always tired. And so they do tend to not last nearly as long. And I'm finding the same. I have some small diamond plates as well. Um, they're not that bad actually. They're better than his are behaving because they're a little more expensive. They're a major brand, but do I think there is a demand in the North American market for an American-made carpenter's axe? Craig, you and I and a lot of the guys we know have to be real careful because we're axe junkies and we're surrounded by axe junkies, and we get the same as with some people with politics or music. We can get a real skewed concept of what a large market will buy into. I know that if you design a carpenter's axe and council puts it out, I'll sell a kidney for it. But I don't know if there's like a mass market, because how many people do you know who aren't axe collectors who use a carpenter's axe? I keep sort of I keep scrolling through my Instagram feed, looking for carpenter's axes because I want to see them in use because I love what I see. But the reason I want one is because I want to build a log cabin. I don't want to build. I don't want to buy a carpenter's axe as my bush axe. I feel that that flat or that really straight profile on the bit. I feel that's very job specific. Um, but I don't see a lot of carpenter's axes out there in the guys I know or the guys I watch. So my answer is, man, I hope there is because that would be cool. But I don't know, man. Like uh, at a certain point, axe companies start depending on the collectors to keep them in business, right? Because once every bushcrafter has one axe or two or three axes, then it starts like for every guy like me who's got a bunch of them, or if like Leaf, he used to be called Skoogniv on YouTube. Now he's like Adirondack Woodsman or something, or he's got bazillions of axes. Guys like that keep vintage axe works in business, and certain best made. Well, maybe not best made because they're kind of into the hipster market, but I don't know. Oops, hold on. I'm okay. Wood pigeon, you got a handle. That's good. Backing's rubber too on those. That's nice. um, yeah, Jackie, I'm with you, man. I love the look of a carpenter's axe. I just love it, and but I want to try one. LT's moved on to the Zazu. Moving on to the whiskey. Um, what was I saying? Oh, Wood Pigeon wants to know what's a carpenter's axe. Craig, that might be it. Maybe Swedish made is maybe the carpenter's axe gestalt is all about the Swedish made. I don't know, but we got 3 Swedish companies making them, right? So the question then becomes, how much of the market for the carpenter's axe are they already serving? Versus how much room is there? Like for a company like Council, without giving away a trade secret, you got to figure like how many of a specific model does Council have to move to make it worthwhile? You know, and I keep looking at how many models Wetterlings cycled through over the past decade or two. Like how many Wetterlings models got discontinued? You know, hold on, Wood Pigeon. I'm getting I'm gonna get you a link for a carpenter's axe. And I'm just going to show you the Grand Spheres one just because it's the first one that popped up when I Googled it. Boom, baby. You're sending the scratches of a watch face. I hope you're using a very high grit sandpaper, mister. Sick kid. Okay, see you later, Jackie. Whoops. Hold on. Actually, Craig is a farmer. Nice. Uh, yeah, but Craig, I don't know any. Like, I don't know. I don't personally know any bushcrafters who use carpenter's axes. I would love to see one. Like, I would love to walk into a camp and see someone working with one. You know, when I walked into Lee Valley and tried they had a Husqvarna, or was it a Hultafors? One of those two. the non-Gransfors Swedish brand that's still standing. Well, one of the two. And the size was fabulous. I had sort of in my head, I had it bigger than it is, but it's a very handy size, which makes sense, right? Because in carpentry, you're not checking for branches and then taking down a tree. You're you're in and you're doing work. I think that a carpenters actually have a hardened pole though, and I don't know if they do. Because I would, I want to be able to be hacking at something and just flip it around and bang, bing in a nail kind of thing. Hold on. Market says the price. Yep, absolutely. Framer, not farmer. Okay. Hey, Tyler. Micro mesh, 1,500 to 12,000 grit. Lee Valley House, Hultafors, right? Okay. Yeah. It was a really nice size, nice weight. If I'd been feeling flush, I would have bought it right there. Just because I've wanted to add a carpenter's axe to the toolkit for so long, you know. But man, Craig, if at some point council brings one out, I'll be very interested to take a look at it. That's for sure, because I like seeing more companies making a go of this axe thing. I like seeing companies succeeding. I love what Yulia Kaltov is making with that carving axe. I want that thing so hard, man. And that's partly because I would like something between my big Swedish carving axe and my tiny little Wetterling's buddy hatchet. Like something that might actually take the buddy hatchet out of the equation completely, in fact. You know? LT, most of their axes, Gransfors and Hultafors, or Hultafors are back ordered at the Laval store. Unfortunately. That's where I saw the really tiny Gransfors. You know, that little, whatever they call it, the mini hatchet, whatever? It's like, no. Especially not for the excessive price. Sash, I've been to the Lee Valley once so far, and I'm going back on Thursday night. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Simone just put up the same link that I did to that carpenter's axe. You know what I'd like to get is a good fro. I have the fro from Lee Valley, but there's something up with the bevel, and I don't know what a good bevel on a fro should be. It was very bloody affordable, but I would like a really good fro. Mm. But you don't tend to just see fros everywhere, you know? Another holder that I have in my toolkit, and one that actually matters more, is that I need a good maul. Because I've struggled through many chopping sessions at the mother-in-law's, to get some wood reduced down to, manageable chunks for her fire pit. And I don't have anything that's really efficient. I have a terrible maul from Canadian Tire. It was $50. I keep trying to regrind the bit on it into something a little more useful, but I haven't hit on the magic yet. And like I like oh my land. I like my tools to excite me. Most of my tools give me the fizz. As those of you who watched a lot of Top Gear will know that term. But I like my tools to give me the fizz. I like like old axes or Scandinavian axes, or I'm learning to that I want certain American-made axes. I want axes that excite me. I like I like knives that I find exciting. I thought that this is exciting because it's a Mora with a full tang. My 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 Falcon, even my F1 was exciting because I've been like lusting for one forever, and I finally got one. And that one makes me weak in the knees. I like my tools to be exciting, and and that extends to, like, I'd like a good chopping axe. I'm sorry, a good splitting axe and or a maul. I'm trying to figure out if I need a splitting axe more than a maul, or if it's the other way around. Like, just going off of what I've been doing over the past 5 years. Well, it's the kind of thing that I gotta at one point just budget for, because I got a budget for it. Hey, Zach, what did you miss? You missed everything, man. I was talking about sharpening. I was showing, how my stone has almost disappeared. I was talking about phase. I was talking about sharpening film. I was talking about beers. I was talking about tools. We were talking about carpenter's axes because I'd really like to get one. Craig was asking if I thought there'd be a market for an American-made one. And by the way, like, because I'm still thinking on. I think there will be, because I think that especially in a market like, say, the bushcraft market, there are going to be guys who are like, man, American-made or bust, and those guys will spend money on an American-made carpenter's axe right off the bat. If it's made by a company like Council, of course they'll spend it because Council is, man, I don't know what's with Council, man. They're on like this, you know, like did they change something about their business in recent years or anything or something? Because man, Council was one of those companies that like you never heard about for a while there, and now it's like that camp carvers everywhere. People are, and like that company clearly has its groove back, which is great to see. You know, it's also nice to see that Snow and Neely's got its groove back in some way. Because they were foreign made, and then they were back to being kind of American made, but not completely. And I hear the scuttlebutt, if it's true, is that they're back to being 100% American made. So if they're of good quality, then that's really cool. To me, American made is just another foreign country, right? But in this kind of stuff, all the American made companies, like all the companies making the American made stuff that I'm interested in, are small companies, real people doing the work, and that I just love. Like, if American made meant that all the time, then I'd be all about it too. Now, the color of this lug tread is not as nice as the Colborne was, but it's a different beer completely. It's not a red. Now, here's the thing. Like, you guys know how Frost River is everywhere, right? big name, great looking bags. The Il Royale, probably junior or the even smaller one, man, I love it. But then there's this guy called Meandering Maker who I know through Instagram and I've spoken to a bit. Nice guy. He's a one-man shop. He's making bags that are just as good at around or just under the Frost River price. So, which do you think I'm going to spend my money at, you know? Hold on. I'm Oh yeah, and so Zach, so I went from one beer. Here, guys, is the other. It's the Lug Tread Lagered Ale by Bose Brewing Company in Van Cleek Hill, Ontario. What do we got? 473 mils. Oop, it's 5.2%. So it's still within the bog standard range for Kanakistani beer. Oh, a chopper one. Hell, yes. Or a chopper one. There's something about that thing. I think it's gadgety, and I hate gadgety, but I want to try one. So if I find one that's like not $100 anywhere, I'm gonna buy it because I just gotta find out. I bet you that's a message from Craig that I can't show you guys. So I'll check it later. Gil Skills got swatted during a live stream earlier in the day. Really? Jesus. Yikes. I wonder how that went down. They got to stop the swatting, man, because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. People are getting hurt. I would never dream of doing that to someone. Never. Someone I hated. I don't hate anyone, though. Or I don't hate anyone personally. There are certain politicians who I hate. There are certain pawns of those politicians who I hate. But that's not a personal hate. That's a political hate, or it's a public hate. It's a for the public good kind of hate. It's not the real sort of visceral, I want you to freaking die kind of hate that, some people feel for their fellow men. But man, to swat someone, you've got to have a real dark spot in your soul because, man, some people get really, shall we say, poorly treated in a swatting. I think we got to stop this. I think it's nice that people who are swatting other YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whatever are starting to get prosecuted. I think that the penalties have to be huge because you're causing someone else. You're causing someone danger. You're making use of public services to do it, and public services are not cheap. Your cops, your SWAT teams are not low paid. We're not talking $15 an hour. It's the same as, if you step off a trail halfway up a mountain in some jurisdictions and you get lost and they have to pick you up with a helicopter, you get charged for that, for the entire rescue operation because you did it yourself. Anyway, I'm not. Oh, why'd you say that? I'm like angry now. Why do people swat each other? I would never do that. I like to think that most normal people or reasonable people wouldn't do that either. I haven't had a lug tread in a really long time, but I have had it before. It's okay. I don't know why lug tread is everywhere the way it is, though. Like, it's not. It's okay. Meh. It's not bad. It's also very mouth friendly the way that the Colborne was, but in a lighter kind of, it sort of tinkles across the tongue the way the Colborne sort of sits there and gives you a hug. That's all right. Anyways, okay, let me just see what's. Yeah, Dave Canterbury, definitely. Dave Canterbury does a lot for getting Council Tool into my eyes. Um, he also does a lot for keeping Mora in the public eye in a big way. The Helco, Zach, the Helco Spelt Axe? Oh, I think I know what this is. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Gonna look it up. Boom. What we got? Baltax, Helco North America homepage. Let's see. Oh yeah, that. Boom, baby. 137 Canadian. Wood Pigeon is a Canadian-made company. Do you actually have a company? Boom, 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 boom. Helco North America. Yeah, I checked on it. The how much is the Chopper One though? It's around the same price, isn't it, or is it more? Oh, Simone put a link up. We ship internationally. Allowed 2 weeks for delivery. Okay. I'm just going to pretend to order a Chopper One. Just a Chopper One Axe, 99 US. Yikes. Success. You have added Chopper One Axe to your shopping cart. Let me check my shopping cart. So it's 10 pounds. 10 pounds. Okay, country. Okay, so in the United States, region, state, whatever. Okay, so if I enter, oh no, I'm not in Sri Lanka. Give me a break. Canada, Canada, region, state. Come on, man. It's called a province up here. Get it together. Postal code. Oh, wow. We're doing it by postal code. Get quotes. USPS, Priority Mail International, $59.10. US. So far we're talking about 160 bucks US. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, 100. Come on, fool. Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, and the Canadian dollar is 76 cents US right now. So, it's a lot of money. But if I get it shipped to like the UPS at Plattsburgh or something, I mean, look, I'm still spending in US dollars, but maybe the shipping will be 10 bucks instead of 59, you know? Yeah, from Bose. Hold on. Zach Fudge from hold on, Zach. The Spaltax from which site? Ah, come on. Okay. From the Bushcraft store. Craig, it's the shipping is it's unbelievable. You know what? I sent one of these internationally. I had a choice between $55 with no signature or 81 with a signature. Why do I ship anything? It was a gift. I wasn't making money off of it. You know, and the thing is that 59 bucks for that axe. Here's the thing. I don't know about the US Postal Service, but Canada Post has 3 grades. I mean, if we're just going to go with standard, 3 grades. There's within Canada, and you've got certain choices, varying prices. You got to the US, which is, and then you got international. And international can be Mexico, it can be Greenland, it can be Iceland, Japan, Tunisia, if we're sending something to our buddy, Hamza, Africa, Australia. But it's like anything that's, I mean, almost $100 to send this? It's gross. Like, I wonder at that point, is it worth it to go with FedEx? I mean, I don't know. I have in this wallet, I have a, I'll just take everything out. This is a discount card for Canada Post. And with this stupid card, it was still $55 or $81. I mean, come on, man. Rain Dance Shipping Company, yeah. So I'll check that out as soon as we're done. Still no message retracted t-shirt yet? What's up with that? Did they send you like this is shipped, you'll get updates. Here's your shipping number, your tracking number? Excuse me. Someone at work, I was having this conversation with someone at work, and he knows how like the mail union works, like, and how the international prices get set, and because it's all by international agreement, right? Because I may pay Canada Post, but once the item leaves the Canadian sphere, then it's like it's on someone else's ship, or airplane or whatever, and it's going to land in France or Germany or Tunisia or Japan or Korea. And at that point, their postal service is going to take control of it, So, I mean, it's all like these international agreements and stuff, but it would be so nice if we had that flat rate box like you guys get down in the States, at least, Now, I know that doesn't work internationally, but anyway. Look, there's only, it just bugs me. So many things bug me. My mom said recently that my videos are the only time she ever sees me looking happy. She's got that right. Let me see. Oh, no tracking number. Crap. That's, yeah. But this is why, like, I gotta start when I'm ordering something from the States. I have to start shipping it to like the UPS just over the border. I have a cousin who does this all the time, and I gotta give it a try for something. Maybe I'll order my first council tool straight from Craig or something and have him ship it there. What I would like to do, here's the thing: if I had 1 million subscribers, so I was making enough money to do something like this, I would order the Camp Carver and the Yulia Kaltov carving axe, and the Robin Wood one from not Autzen, but the other company that used to be when they were together, Northmen, and the Liam Hoffman, and do like a real sort of roundup of all these axes, like the same 5 test activities for each axe, and then talk about the strengths and weaknesses of each. And I'd probably like do a giveaway for my 3 least favorite or something. Keep my 2 favorites or whatever. Because I'm not willing to go over the edge into axe collector. I've got some extra axes, but I try when I have time to get into the goddamn woods. I try to sort of bring out an axe that I don't usually bring, so that everything gets a little woods time in. Um, but airfares are also very bad here. Yeah. You order folding knives, stay away from UPS and FedEx. They pass packages directly to customs officers, unlike when you ship via can post. Yeah. I don't even think I'll order a folding knife. I still want that Benchmade 940, but I'm just gonna try and find someone within Canada who's selling one. You know. Um, well, Simo, so long as they don't buy that freaking F-35, we're okay. I think we should buy the Eurofighter. I was going to be doing some like feather sticks and stuff during this live stream because I got to refill my Tinder pouch. But the problem is that the desk is at the wrong height for me to sit here and do it. So it's like, I guess I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to get all those carving axes, and because all of them fit in. Well, I'm not sure about the camp carver, but all the other ones fit in right under the class size of my Swedish carver, right? So whereas my Swedish carver is like my big hogging away material, all those other ones are more nuanced, and each of them are like the one with the design I understand the least is the Julia Kaltoff one, which is kind of why I want to try it so hard. The other ones I see what's going on, especially that Robin Wood one. I see exactly what was happening when he was designing that. It looks perfect. I don't know. Should I find a link to that Robin Wood axe, or is Simo already at the Northmen's site? He does tend to sort of scoop me on these things here. Northman Code, Northman Workshop. Where are the products? Where's the products? Hexes, finished carpenters. Carving axe, Robin Wood. Not the Robin Wood 2, by the way. That does not interest me at all. So here you go. Yeah, I know they spent 52 million on the F-35. Who cares about 52 million? It costs Montreal 8 million bucks a year for snow removal. So 52 million is not a lot of money. Oh, you bought that Henry 22 pump. That Henry 22 pump. That doesn't make any sense. Can I say that again? Oh, you bought that Henry 22 pump. Nice. Oh, you Dura coated it? Okay. No, that's fine. Uh it's okay. I posted the Northman no, Northman's fine. It's Autumn that yeah, there's the 940. Man, it's expensive. Holy crap, dude. But yeah, I don't want the coated blade. Plain edge, yep. I just can't do it. I can't spend if I'm spending $200 plus on something, I'm sending it to Council Tool or Yulia Kaltov. I'm not spending it on this knife because there's no way that knife is worth 220 Canadian dollars. I do have a yen for it though. Um, oh, you want to? Why? Why East German camo? I like the Altin is not Northman, no. No, no. Okay, Simo. The thing is, they were the same company. Yanis Nimanis, who's the guy who runs Altin, he used to be the John Neiman, because Northman used to be called John Neiman, uh, John Neiman Tools, anyways, John Neiman was the name of the company, and they named it after him. Um, and at some point, there was there was like a schism between Yanis and the John Neiman company. He went off and started Autzen, and the rest of them have changed a lot. They've restructured themselves into like a guild, and that's what Northman is now. Um, Wrangler Star has an Autzen axe that he has been significantly unhappy with, because it got a little loose like really early on, and when he popped the handle out to take a look, he found some shenanigans down in the eye. Um, Even while the John Neiman Company and Yanis were in their split, I just instinctively did not fall on Giannis's side of that. So I still keep looking at the Northman site. Apparently, when he left, he took a lot of designs with him that he had actually come up with, but that he had agreed not to steal from the company he'd been working for when he. I'm not getting into this because I don't want to be spreading. I don't want to be slandering anyone because I would hate it if someone did that to me, and because I do not have court documents in front of me, it's all hearsay. So. Um, Hey, 39. What's going on? It's Canadian belt knife. Yes, I would. I absolutely would. Oh, Axe Junkies. It was Neiman Tools. Okay. 39 Camper says I suck. Okay. Oh no, he got timed out for it. Whoops. Let him back in, can you? Um, Winders Ranger. Winders Ranger is here. How's it going, Mister? Oh, I can't time out 39 Camper. Ah, wood pigeon. Yes, you do want to get one. Okay, Craig. Sounds good to me. Ah, poor 39. I'm trying to time you out. Ah, Simon, why'd you do that? Should have at least asked him why he told me I sucked. Um, Vacuums and $10 hookers. Well, fair enough. I have so many messages from you guys in Facebook Messenger right now that I think I'm going to be reading for the whole bloody night. Which reminds me, and it's too bad that Outdoor is not here. Remember last live stream, I briefly said maybe I was going to get to I was going to get download. Can I start this sentence again? Hey, you remember last time I was saying that I might want to download WhatsApp or something because um, texting back and forth with Simo and Outdoor, because Outdoors in the States cost me $90 last month. We sort of banged a couple of app names around, but I don't remember what any of them are. Can anyone think of a reason why I should choose something other than WhatsApp right now? All I care about is not spending big on texts across the border or to any international location. And up until now, WhatsApp has been great. If I'm in a Wi-Fi zone, I don't pay for it at all. And I have friends in the UK and stuff. So I was thinking about maybe getting something like that as sort of a for my YouTube friends so that we can all just talk to each other without, because some of you guys aren't on Instagram, some of you guys aren't on Facebook, so my usual like Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger, which is what I use the vast majority of the time, don't work with some of you guys. Signal or Keybase. I think WhatsApp's security got um, reduced when they got bought. What about Tor? I mean, if we're really going to care about security, what about Tor? Just stay away from Kick. Yes, yes, absolutely. I briefly flirted with Kick, and I'm no, seriously, that's not going to happen. I'm asking you guys a serious question here. Okay, why you got to be like that? Right? Why you got to be like that? Signal or Keybase? Because whatever I essentially go with, I'd like it to be something that at least some of you guys would be interested in, you know, on your phones as well. I'm thinking about the guys who I chat with all the time, but fast, simple, secure, privacy that fits your pocket. Android and iPhone and desktop. Okay, that's cool. Now, is it something that we have to buy? Open Whisper systems, free. Video or voice calls, that's good. Okay, I like that. What's the other one you said? WhatsApp was originally based on Signal. Facebook put its magic in when they bought WhatsApp. Yeah. Winders, they're messaging apps, um, like the standard messenger on your phone or through Facebook. But I was complaining to myself and then to you guys that last month, messaging Outdoor Dauber, because he's in the States, added $90 onto my phone bill. So I'm looking for something that ain't going to cost me that. All right, see you later, Wood Pigeon. Hey, 39, how's it going? Sorry I got put in time out there. I was Simone being a little overzealous. I have censured him vastly, massively. I asked for his resignation, which he's given me. He has been sent off into the hinterlands. That's the way it should be, because I am strong and powerful. How's it going, 39? You guys who don't know him, 39, if I remember correctly, and judging by his Instagram and conversations we've had, works. Are you an ambulance tech or a driver? Like, how does it work in ambulances? What was it on Keybase? Okay, Keybase. I will look up Keybase. Keybase. Jesus. Hold on. Kibasa. Kilbasa. Ugh, Keybase is ugly though. Whoa, what's with that interface? Come on. Come on, Keybase. Why it gotta be like that? Grody. Well, but I mean, it is definitely secure. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Either of those seems good to me. Signal is I like the interface on Signal. It's very iPhone-y. But we can talk about that later. Hold on. Uh, Is there anything wrong with Facebook Messenger? No, it's just some of the guys don't use it. Like with you, I can chat via Facebook Messenger, you know. But Simon and Outdoor, they're not on Facebook or Instagram. No, Simon I think might be on Instagram. Um, so yeah, I didn't even know there was a difference between a paramedic and an EMT. To be honest with you, Simon 39 is in. Oh, forget it. He said it himself. Michigan. Like right now, I have a bazillion messages in Facebook Messenger from y'all. Nobody says y'all in Canada. Come on. Come on, Jess. What the hell? What the hell? I've come to the conclusion, by the way, because why not just jump around? The 170 is not quite long enough. This is the Silky, the Pocket Boy 170. I just cut myself. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. This is great for a lot of. This is great for a lot of applications, but there are certain applications where I wish it was like a 210. So I did want to ask you guys, and so it's a good thing that I just looked over and remembered. Do any of you guys have like how long is the Baco Laplander? Is it the same length as this, or is it a little longer? I'm not necessarily sold on getting the Baco. Well, I'd like to try the Baco out because so many people use it. I really do like the Silky, but I think that the 170 is a little too short for some of the stuff I do. Excuse me. And Outdoor's not around, so there's no one keeping score. But I think that a 210, I think that would rock and roll. But how many of you guys use like the folding saw Fang? Paramedic is more than a nurse, but less than a doctor. Okay. First response. Okay. The Gom Boy. Yeah, the largest axe saw that I can manage to carry. Yeah, well, I've got like Craig, you've seen my Maple Made buck saw, right? It's a 21-inch um folding wooden buck saw. I can't wait to get that into the forest. And you've seen in several of my videos my Agawa Canyon. But the reason I like a little guy like this is just because that's how long it takes to unfold it, you know? And there are certain like smaller jobs. If I'm just taking off little branches or something, delimbing, then I don't need the full size of the. And one thing I will say about my Maple Made buck saw is I do wish it had come with a dry wood blade. I think, like from when I'm taking down standing deadwood for fires and stuff. Like the Agawa comes with both, right? It comes with a green wood blade and a dry wood blade. Austin, yeah, I'm not really concerned about subversive chats in the bushcraft world either. Um, so that's even smaller. For me, um, a Swiss Army knife is never about the saw. I mean, the saw is a nice thing to have, but it's never like sort of the reason I got it. You know, I think the Silky Big Boy is a little too big though, Sumo. Because for something that big, I've got my buck saws, you know? Hold on, let me see. Hand saws. No, no, folding saws, folding saws. Come on, Holmes. Silky big boy. Man, I do, man, that silky katana boy is something else though, eh? Gun boy, 240 millimeters. Yep. Actually, that's not a bad price. 68 bucks. That ain't bad, man. That ain't. Oh, there's the katana boy. 256 bucks. Even the blade on the katana boy is like 150 or something. 150. Yeah, that Gone Boy 240. There's a Gun Boy 210 as well, which is kind of the size I was thinking about. The Zubat? Oh. No, well, Craig. I mean, it's all about context. You know, the reason I like those wooden buck saws is because I like the old time. It's the same reason I like flint and steel. I like the time honored ways of doing things, but there are certain cases where I just want to go flick. Um, I don't use the silky for the joy of the time honored aesthetic. This is something I just whip out when I want to get something done. When I'm for the aspects of bushcraft that I enjoy, it's the wooden buck saw. Absolutely. You know. Um, 150. Cheapest silkies from CanadianPreparedness.com. I've never even heard of CanadianPreparedness.com, but I'm about to. What the hell's a silky nano boy? I'm checking it, taking a look. I don't see it. I don't see no nano boy. Is it a curved blade or a? I say no way. Tsurugi, silky tsurugi, silky genki, gomtaro. I don't see it. Silky Zubat. Oh yeah. You just slip it. Yeah. It's not even a folder. The Zubat. Zubat. Silky Sugoi. Hmm. Look, I can be staring at saws all night, but you know. 39. Yeah, we need to have a group chat. I haven't done one of those in so long. Here's the thing. When I try to start a group chat, because that's a word, a group chat, because my main Google account is not raindancebushcraft, it's jessecorbet@gmail.com. They won't let me, or maybe there's some Byzantine way of doing it, but like I can't host a Google Hangout as raindancebushcraft. And or because I don't have like 10,000 subs and 4,000 hours, no one at YouTube is willing to take the time to help me, you know? It drives me bonkers. Uh-oh, Austin's making a meme. Austin knows something the rest of us don't. Nanoboy is still in research phase. 25, was that 25 millimeters? Yeah. Like a neck saw. Okay, Canadian preparedness. Oh yeah, I'm looking at silky saws. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. Good prices. Holy schnappage, dude. Silky Gone Boy, 240 millimeter curved for $51.99. That's all. Jesus, that's like $12 off. There's the Pocket Boy 170. Boom. Gone Boy 240 millimeters, 3803. Wow, these prices are good, Holmes. Yeah, there's that Silky Katana Boy 1000 millimeter, $569. Eh, no, thank you. I will look at this website a lot more because I see many cool things here. I don't really need a gas mask. They got the Hultifor's axis. They got a Hultifor splitting maul for $104. It's not bad. They got a Morakniev belly opener gut knife. Okay. DMT diamond sharpener. Hultifor's axe grinding stone with leather. You know what I like about the Hultifor's puck, Craig? Maybe you can speak to this. I like the fact that it like it comes in, so you've got like your fingers in, and it, like the problem with the Gransfors puck or the Lansky, it's just like if you're sharpening next to a sharp blade, I'm like, "Mm." But the Hultifors, you can sort of grip in, and the $10. Like how most pucks, if you look at them, like an elevation drawing, they all kind of look like this. Hold on, let me get back to our live stream. But what's cool about that Hults, is that it comes in. So I feel that my fingers, I feel if I had one, like your fingers are protected. I like that. 39, you got the same problem. Yeah. I don't have a guest every week, but I would like to have I'd like to have more guests. I would love to have Craig on, which is why I keep thinking about how the hell do I get the Google Hangout to work, because then boom, two faces on screen, And by the way, guys, 39's got a lot of interesting stuff to say too. If those of you who haven't seen his channel, check it out. He and I had a great conversation one night about pressure cookers, pressure canners, which I still haven't bought, by the way. You even told me the one to look for, and I never got around to it. I feel stupid about that because we do a lot of canning here now. If the rubber cap is a handle, okay. Man, that's cool too. But I like that recessed ring. I like that. CanadianPreparedness.com. They're heavily into the Hultifors over at Canadian Preparedness. But they don't have that many axes. They've only got like 4 axes. The prices are pretty good though. I find that Hultifors is probably the splitting maul I would go for. The price is not too bad. Now that's 104 US. So, meh. Meh. Why would they? Hold on. Am I looking for? Do they have a? No, they don't have a spot for you to choose your currency. So these prices are all US dollars. So they're not that great. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not great. They're, like I wouldn't go out of my way to shop here, especially because it says Canadian Preparedness. I have a real hate on for Canadian sites that make me spend American dollars. There's a YouTuber who I love. and I bought his sanding block for knife making. It was $70. I'm like, boom. And I found out there was $70 US, and that just feels so crass. Like, I don't think that two people buying within the same country should use a foreign currency, you know? And yet, if I was to say, spoon, is it simpler for me to just say spoon, whatever, $40 US, or I don't know, I'm just pulling numbers out of the ether here. Or is it easier for me to say spoon, $30 Canadian, and then let, you know, PayPal figure it out? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Simon. If you see you suck from 39, he's okay. Yeah, man. Craig, that would be so cool. That would be man, that would be something else. Or if I can get down south at some point, at any point. So bloody trapped. Yes, 39 is Canadian prepper, yeah. In fact, I think it's his official store, isn't it? I'm not sure about that. I have no idea. It's just I thought that was it. Excuse me. Yeah. You're not a fan? I don't know if I'm a fan either. I don't know if I've ever seen anything. I don't know. I watch way fewer, or I pay attention to fewer preppers. I was gonna say watch, but I mean it's not only a YouTube thing, right? But I pay much less attention to preppers than I do like straight up YouTubers or like axe makers, knife makers, homesteaders. Uh, Craig, man, Serge's already trying to work the angles for you. Oh, I gotta be prepped to ring the bell at 11. See what I did there? Stupid. But hey, I can be stupid sometimes. It's okay. It's fine. I'm allowed. I got a hammer. I bought this hammer for Camille. I don't really tend to use such a tiny hammer. It's down to earth, sometimes too much down to earth. Yeah, I think we should find a way to get Craig up here at some point. Shoot some vid, kick back, have a whiskey or a cup of coffee or whatever, and talk axes for all night. I could talk axes for a whole week. Zach? Oh, you really? I It's like sometimes and then click retracted. I actually saw it happen. I'm just closing down. I got to get that benchmark, that Benchmade knife off my screen because, tempting. Gotta also get the carpenter's axe off my screen for the exact same reason. I no longer need that. Keybase. Boom. Ba boom. Nutsack retracted. Well, it is cold outside. It is definitely cold outside. So 15 minutes left of the live stream. Anyone got anything fantabulous to talk about? Did you guys hear that? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, that was weird. I heard something happening in the backyard, but there's no one there. I leave a light on in the backyard because a couple of years ago, the neighbor got robbed through his backyard. Um, he doesn't have a fence across the back of his yard, and we do, but I've been leaving a light on in the back ever since. So if I think I detect some sound from the yard, I just get off my lawn. There was no one there. Serge has the most excitement he has right now is an axe head and vinegar. I like having an axe head and vinegar. I don't actually do the vinegar thing anymore. I just use a wire brush now. And that's partly just because I don't have I don't have a workshop really set up. So anything like that, like where you got to have a vat sort of hanging around, I got nowhere to keep it. So I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna use a wire brush. It's not bad, the lug tread, but if I never bought it again, I wouldn't miss it. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? Zach, there's no way. Ron kind of went off. Yeah, Ron. You mean Ron Swanson? Yeah, he's. Man, I get the feeling that I'm glad I don't have his life right now. He was always kind of running on his stressors, and then when he lost his daughter, he really tried to sort of pick up and move on. But I think he's going to be in hell for a long time. You know. I haven't tried the Evaporest yet, though. Let's see, Mom. Yeah, 39. Do you talk to Ron at all? I sent him a Facebook message, like a big bottle of Iron Brew, because I found some here, and he, remember back in the day, he was like, "Man, if you find Iron Brew, you gotta buy it. You gotta try it, man." So I tried it. It was like halfway between Orange Crush and cream soda, but not quite as sweet. Yeah, I worry about that guy. I worry about what happened to his head after they lost that baby. Because Camille, having lived through her first day, was improbable for most of that. Anyway, because Camille was not a sure thing when she was born. When Ron and Rach lost that kid, I felt real bad for them. And it looked like he was really trying to sort of pick up and move on, but I think he's got to take some time. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there's this Guy Fawkes company prepping. No, his channel has changed to something else, but great guy, troubled, very creative. He's a great leather worker. He's a guy who I really like, man. He's just always trying to get a leg up, It's like he's always on his back foot. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I hope he swings back in a big way at some point. I miss that crazy Scotsman, man. Just trying to organize all my stuff. I brought all these these knives and stuff. I thought I was going to be talking about them all, but got distracted. I still keep looking at this, man. I'm gonna. This one has not been into the forest in a long time. So this one and I, we got a date this spring. This one and I, we're gonna do some damage. We're gonna do some damage. This is my first Walters and my first restore. That's a stinking lie. This is my second restore. In fact, I'm about to rehandle my first restore. If I could live in the U.S., would I? If not, why? No, because as a Canadian, I live way to the left of even your Democrats. There are certain states I would live in, though. I would love at least have a country place or something in Vermont. I have loved Washington State, only seen it very briefly, but I really liked what I saw. I like Oregon. I like the vast majority of New York State as well. New York City I go to because I have to a lot because of in-laws. But I like the Adirondacks. If I lived in Montana, I'd buy an Appaloosa, maybe a homestead or something. But we grow up way to the left of even your left wingers. Like in the Canadian spectrum, you guys are all like right, Democrats as well as Republicans. And so there's a lot of stuff that just makes me kind of queasy, like the way you guys get all messed up over your public private healthcare thing. To us, it's a non-issue. It would be nice to be able to buy whatever kind of firearm I liked, but meh. There are a lot of things that Americans do better than us, though. Like I like the U.S. Forestry Service. Is that what it's called? The U.S. Forest Service or the Forestry Service? You know what I'm talking about, right? We need one of those up here. We need one of those. That's the kind of thing where we should be looking at you guys and just doing that. There's all kinds of little things like that like we should really learn from you guys about. But I live in a fabulous city. I don't get to use it very much anymore because 2 kids. I like the CBC. I like well, you guys have better national parks in certain ways, actually. In a lot of ways, Canada is more is not as big time. In a lot of other ways, we don't do certain things as well. But in other ways, it's a pretty damn good country to live in. I feel lucky to have been born here. I'm not an uber patriot. I don't feel proud of being Canadian because I didn't choose that. I didn't do that. It just happened to me. I feel fortunate rather than I feel proud of it. I keep my pride for things that I had a say in or things that my country has done, This head, just getting back to that question from Craig. Oh, man, it's hard to tell. Like maybe a pound and a half, something like that. Tell you what, I'll actually weigh it at some point, and I'll let you know. I'll weigh it and I'll let you know. But anyways, I don't want to. I'm not here to. I'm not going to dump on someone else's country because I think that all countries have something to offer. All cities have something to offer, and no country's as good as it thinks it is. It's kind of a weird thing. I think all countries are better than they seem, and none of them are quite as good as they seem in other ways. Like we're all just people, right? Different systems and stuff, but we all have the same capacity for compassion and hate and love and hate and fun and hate and logic and hate and hate. Um, so it's hard for me to, and that, by the way, is also, we're just we get inundated with this concept, from this old to this old, that we're part of a community of countries. It's very much, it's a heavy flavoring in the Canadian experience that everything is about international. So it's 22:57. So 3 minutes left. Somebody say something fabulous. St. John's is just traffic, fog, and rain, and fiddle music. And I like fiddle music. Serge, that's not true. I thought your 4-pound accent was 2.5. Was 3.5 pounds. Craig, I like your concept of patriotism. Serge, that's not what I meant, but thank you for playing along. And before we get to the end, I just want to show this off one more time. Look at that handle. I can't stop looking at. This is the one that I can't take my hands off of. Of all my axes, this one, man, this one just gets me where I live. I gotta sharpen it up a bit more. It's pretty damn sharp, but there's like a nick right there. Drives me crazy. Make it work if measured in atoms. Not very good with atoms. Not very good with counting them. I have a hard time counting anything I can't see. I gotta see a doctor about this because I'm done. I am way done. It's been 2 months now. I'm done. Done. Yeah, it's time for me to sharpen this. Absolutely. Oh, I just love the smell of pine. Love it. 2,300 hours. Okay. As Craig would say, ring the bell. So, I can't wait to have this handled. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I think I'm going to see you all next week. If anyone has any suggestions for what we should talk about next week, drop me a line through any of my contacty ways. Those of you who have email or blah or blah or blah. Aside from that, I guess have a good week. Stay safe. Love those you love. Like those you don't. And I guess I will speak to you later. Jesse Corbet out.